24 is when you start to fall off. If you don't have it now, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to figure it out in the long run. They're walking around neutered, but I spent all this time in my room jerking off. Fuck, now I have to catch up. I already did everything I wanted to do. I can take today off. Whereas the other guys, they had a fire built within them. They're preparing for the future. They're panicking, right? The ones that kind of wanted it. The difficulty was too hard for them. Now I have to take care of all of this stuff first before I could even get a girlfriend, before I could even date, before I could even go to the gym. I have to pay for a gym membership. The youngest that you'll ever be is right now. What's going on, YouTube? Madedrew, I'm back with another video. Before I get into the topic, you guys already know the drill. I have a link in the description. Click the link so we can set up a qualification call so we can set you up to becoming that undeniable man. While you're at it, this is my social media handle. It is the same social media handle for all my medias, so go check it out. Give that a follow. While you're at it, like, comment, and subscribe. Today I'm behind the whiteboard, but I'm not even going to use the whiteboard. I'm not going to use it because we are running out of time. You are running out of time. As I'm starting to creep towards the age of 25 in a few months, I was always battling this question between me and the people that I know. When do men peak? Everybody says, oh, it's when you're 30, that's when you're in your prime, or it's right out of college, or even in college. That question is thrown around so much, but really I feel like it's cope, right? The average consensus of people that I talk to say that 30 is around the age of when you're peaked. You're peaked. Not financially, maybe not in your business endeavors, but peaked overall as a man, physically, mentally, looks, youth-wise, it would be 30. Realistically, men peak at 24, 25. And let me explain why. I'm 24. I'm 20, so I don't need to look at any statistics. I don't need to do anything that I don't feel like I don't already know. 24 is when men start to fall off. 24 is when you're peaked. After this is downhill, right? From 18, you're still a kid. You just graduated high school, you're going on to college. Even from 18, 19, 20 to 21, you're still a kid. You can't even go to the bar yet. You still have this baby face. You still have this immature mindset. 24 is when you start to fall off. 24 is when, if you don't have it now, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to figure it out in the long run. It happens in two phases. Phase one. Phase one is when you're still a baby. You could still use your high school clout. You could still use, your college clout. You were cool in the city. You still have this baby face. You used to smash a lot of the girls who were local. You can still run off what you used to do. But as you start to get to 23, 24, especially 25, now you're running off fumes. Now the things that you used to do don't matter anymore. Right? If you're not on your shit, if you're not in the gym, by now your body is starting to look a little messy. If you're not on your finances, if you don't have a vision, if you're not chasing after anything financially, if you're not chasing after some type of purpose, right now your looks are beginning to fade. Your skin might be sagging a little bit in certain areas. Your body might not look as used to. You're grunting as you stand up off the couch. Things are starting to feel a little harder than they used to. Things are starting to feel a little heavier. Your mental strength some days is starting to deteriorate. Your motivation is starting to lower sometimes. And days are starting to feel more overwhelming than they did when you were 21, 22, and you have all this energy and you feel hopeful and you feel inspired. You feel like the world is yours. Around this time, the world is starting to feel a lot more realistic and almost overbearing. While the ones who develop the good habits early, while the ones who never seen any success young, but as they start to get older, they graduated high school, they might have gotten bullied, or they weren't the person that they wanted to be, or they felt like they had a lot more potential, but they can never shine. Around that time, they started developing good habits. And those are the people who are starting to carry their traits over. They got in the gym. So now their body is starting to look nice. It's starting to look more full. It's starting to look grown. They never got women, so they started practicing on women, and now they're pulling very attractive women. They never had any money. They never had any status. They never had any power. So now they're working on content creation, or now they're starting a successful business, inventing things, right? And these habits are starting to carry over. As the cool guys start to go down, the ones who genuinely put in the work will start to rise. And it will carry them into 24, 25, 26, 27, when life starts getting harder. All the good habits that they develop then will actually be the reason that they progress that much further. Because they put in the hard work when they healed so fast. They put in the hard work when they had youth. They put in the hard work when they had a lot of inspiration. And they grinded through the times where they had a lot of energy. So now that the energy is starting to lack, they can kind of almost cruise, or they built such a good stable platform that they no longer have to work so hard, right? They already built up that physique to look pretty damn good. So now all they have to do is maintain. They already have the knowledge and experience of what it's like to have a nice body, so they just have to maintain it. Meanwhile, the guys who were cool in high school, the guys who just got it, right? They decided to slack off, right? They were just using their youthful skinniness, and now that they're older, they never really went to the gym. So as they get older and their knees hurt and they have all these problems, it's going to be very, very hard to develop a nice physique. It's going to be very, very difficult to learn these things now when you're tired and your energy is low and you don't really know what you're doing. It's going to be a lot more difficult. It's going to be a lot more embarrassing. And a lot of people aren't willing to go through that process. Whereas he already did it. The guy who never had anything got up and he established those habits early, right? Where you were already seeing success at a young age, you decided to say, fuck it, I'm gonna go out with my friends. I don't really have to do anything today. I'm gonna go smoke weed. I'm gonna go do drugs. I'm gonna wake up late. I'm gonna bed rot in my bed because I'm already good. I already did everything I wanted to do. I could take today off. Whereas the other guys, they had a fire built within them. The other guys who never really had anything, they're preparing for the future. They're panicking. They feel like they don't have enough time because we don't, right? So we have the ones who built negative inertia and we have the ones who built positive inertia. And now we're getting towards that age, again, 24, 25. And now things really start to matter. Now things really start to hurt. Now things really start to affect us. Now we're starting to notice our family getting older. Now we're becoming slowly more and more conscious that, hey, this shit is real. This life shit is real. But I spent all this time in my room jerking off. I spent all this time wasting time, not taking life too serious, right? I spent all this time thinking that my friend was doing too much. He was in the gym too much. He was working too hard, right? Well, I just kind of said I was doing things when I kind of just wasted all this youthful time. Fuck, now I have to catch up. But by now, you already developed so much negative inertia, it's gonna be too hard to bounce back. It's gonna be too difficult. It's very possible, but it's gonna be hard. I walk around now, and because I put all that time when I was younger, because I developed all those habits, all those skills, I look at some of my friends and I just look at them and think, damn, you already mentally checked out. Damn, you already settled with that girl. Damn. You're already about to start a family with somebody that you don't even really want. You never experienced anything different. You're not going to have any life experience to tell your kids. Guys already at 24, 25, they're walking around neutered. They're walking around like life clipped their balls off and I just have to show up to work, keep my mouth shut, and walk around like a robot. Sleep with my girlfriend who's fat now, or just jerk off, or go hang out with some prostitutes, pay my way into things, or they walk around and they're just scared of things. They're too afraid to take risks. It's like, I can't even recognize you as a man, and I can't see you bouncing back. What are you gonna do when you're 25? When you're 28? When you're 30? When you're 32? By then we'll be grown. By then you'll be too hard-headed to try and develop new habits into your life. When you should have just done it now. When you should have just done it when I was doing it. But you wanted to sit around wasting time. You wanted to sit around and say, I'm the one that's doing too much. That's phase one. Phase one is the buildup. Phase two, and yes, I'm not in phase two, but I can already tell where things are going. Phase two is the hardest phase. Because around this time, we're starting to approach a certain age to where what's done is already done. What's happening will happen, right? We're already older now. Like I said, 28, 30, going on to those ages, and it just looks unrealistic that these people are gonna be able to snap back. The ones that didn't want it at all and wasted their time, they completely fell off. They completely settled into some life that life just gave them. Life said, here's a job, go work it, go do that. And they took it. Right, the ones that kind of wanted it, the difficulty was too hard for them. And life, again, gave them something and they settled. Life gave them a deal. Hey, I seen you trying a little bit. I'll give you a job, but it's better than the other jobs. It's pretty decent. You might make 100K a year. Maybe. But you're not gonna like the job, right? You're gonna find a wife. You might like her a little bit, but you're not gonna love her. This isn't gonna be your dream woman, let alone she might not love you. But you're gonna start a family, and you're gonna get a house, and things are gonna be okay. Things are gonna be fine. And it's even gonna be hard for the ones that truly desire it. The ones that truly want it. Because as they're trying still to navigate things and put their life in the right direction, they're gonna look back and realize, damn, Everybody's settled. I'm kind of alone doing this now. Everybody just took the deal that life gave them. Well, me, I can't take that deal. I work too hard and I want more out of my life. I want to have options. I want to live a life that I desire. When I pass, I want to say that I lived the life that I wanted to live. I met people, I traveled the world, I inspired people. Whatever it is that you feel like you're called to do, it's gonna get harder because now the age is starting to happen. And even you, if you don't want it like you say you want it, you might take a deal. Life will throw you a little breadcrumb. You might take it. Right, dating gets very, very complicated. Especially for the guys who were just settling. Especially for the guys who never really built those habits early. Most guys even quit dating. Most guys don't even try and date. If they don't settle for somebody, if they didn't find somebody at a younger age, now it's too hard. Right, not only is life beating you up, your confidence is lower from it too. And if you lack confidence, you know how difficult it's gonna be to go up to that girl. And even if you do pull her, she will be able to see that you're a weak-minded man. She will be able to see that you lack confidence. And no girl is going to want to be with a guy who lacks confidence. Right? Your body, it seems like it's almost starting to decompose on you. You don't have any energy. So if you do get a girlfriend, now it's like, I don't even know what to do with you. I'm lost. I have no purpose. I have no purpose. I wasted so much time. I thought I had time. I thought I was gonna peak at 30, 32. I thought things were gonna get easier. Turns out after 24, life got harder. Everything got increasingly more difficult year by year by year. I didn't know. Nobody told me. I spent time with that girlfriend when I was younger and we broke up and I was lost after. I wasted all this time jerking off and smoking weed when I was younger, and now that I'm here, I'm lost. I didn't start my business, and now that I'm older, I have to go do a job that I don't love every single day, and it kills me spiritually. I put myself in a hole that I dug myself year by year by year because I didn't want to do what I knew I should have been doing. I thought I had time, and now I'm not too sure how to dig myself out of it. I feel stuck. 30s and 40s. And as time goes by, I realize that it's only going to get harder. If I can't get a date now, how am I going to get a date when my hair starts receding? If I can't get a date now, how am I going to get a date when I can no longer afford these bills? Now I have to take care of all of this stuff first before I can even get a girlfriend, before I can even date, before I can even go to the gym. I have to pay for a gym membership. Before I can even go out, I have to get rid of all this weight. I have to build up my confidence again. I might as well just give up. I might as well just stop trying now. I didn't know it was gonna get this hard. And I know it might even seem funny, it might seem realistic. You might be looking at this right now. Let's just close your eyes for a second, right? Just close them with me right now. You wake up in the morning, you turn on the light in your bathroom, and you look and you have wrinkles now. You look like your dad, an old man. Time has gone by. You have to go to the same job and show up to the same place every single day until you're gone. You have to repeat the same process that you have right now every single day until you're gone. You stare at yourself and you think, and you just accept the fact that you were going to live a regular life. You were going to be an average person. And you have to accept that thought. You sit there and you think, where did it go wrong? What happened? Why didn't I just act when I looked the part? Why didn't I just try when I had the energy? What was wrong with me? I mean, are you even lucky enough to have a woman waiting for you in that bed still sleeping? Are you even lucky enough to have a woman when you come home from work? Or do you just get up, pull out your microwavable food, and you eat it in silence? And you're just alone. With nothing to look forward to. Maybe you check. But even then, money can't buy back your time. Money has no value by that point. It's just something you use to pay the bills and continue your life. Survival. Okay, that's depressing me. Let's get out of that for a second. That thought is depressing me. Let's rewind. I don't even like thinking about that. How can we fix this? How can we change this? We're going to try it again, guys. All right? I want you to close your eyes. We're going to fix it. Okay, I want you guys to picture a different future now. I want you guys to close your eyes, and I want you to picture every single day of you waking up and you pushing yourself, right? And you're waking up and you're doing the work and you're grinding while you have the chance. You're grinding while you have the opportunity. You're fighting for that chance to better yourself. You're fighting for that chance of having options. You're fighting for the opportunity to not allow yourself to live in that depressing state. But this time when you wake up and you look around, you're not in that same place that you were before, are you? The house that you probably pictured yourself waking up when it was your mom's house or a shitty apartment. But now when you wake up, you can see the sun shine through. Maybe you're in a nice apartment. Maybe you're in that house. And when you look to your left, there's a girl there. She's beautiful. She's your inspiration as to why you keep going. And when you get up and you turn on that bathroom light, you look at your body and you look at all the day by day sacrifices that you made. And you look at the growth that you've seen in yourself, in your strength. And you're proud of all the years that you spent on your craft. Whether it's a six-pack, or it's arms, or you're no longer victim weight. Where are we clocking into work? Do you work at home? Do you work at the gym with clients? Are you changing lives? Do you even have to clock in? Or do you tell yourself what to do? You make things happen for yourself now. You tell me. What does your day look like for you? Do you spend time with your girl? Do you spend time with your kids? Do you go eat somewhere nice, somewhere healthy? You know, a spot where you overlooking the city? Do you go to the gym? Do you meet new people? Do people come up to you and they're impressed with the physique that you've been able to build for yourself? Do you walk out of the gym just pumped, ready to go and conquer anything else that's out there for you? Do you move throughout life now feeling that I can accomplish anything that I want to accomplish? You don't have to look at your wallet because you can afford the food, or you can afford a nice place, or you can afford a nice gym membership. Or when you go home, do you feel accomplished? Not only because you did everything you needed to do today, but you did everything right building up to this point in life. So when you turn off the lights and you go to sleep, there's no more regret in your heart. There's no sorrow. There's no depression. There's no how am I going to make it? Because you decided to make the sacrifices, and you decided to use your age and your youth and make the sacrifices now so you can eat the fruits of your labor down the road when things are harder for you. Okay, well now what do? You just showed me two futures, and they all depend on what I do. I don't want the first one, I want the second one. What do I do? The first thing you need to do, and I'm going to give you guys some action steps, right? The first step that you need to do is you need to get your ass in the gym. Then you need to learn and you need to develop a routine, and this is something that you need to do every single day. 2, you need to surround yourself with better. Surround yourself with people who are going to push you. Surround yourself with the best possible people that you could find, because they will push you into greatness. The next one, start your day with intention. Before you let the world tell you who you're going to be, before you check your phone, before you check your bank account, you declare who you are going to be, and you walk out of that room, you walk out of that house with that same type of mindset that I am who I consider myself to be, and I will not let the world change me for shit. Lastly, I want you guys to remember the fuel. I want you guys to remember all the things that light your fire. And if you don't have anything that lights your fire, I want you to think about the first time that you close your eyes. I want you to think about that depressing future that is facing you right now, smiling at you, just waiting for you to do the same thing that you've been doing every single day so that can become a reality. If you don't have a fire, use the thought of that future, and that should drive you every single day. Lastly, guys, I want you to click the link in the description. And I want you to set up a consultation call, because a lot of times it's not that we want that future, it's that we don't know what we're doing wrong. So let's figure out what we're doing wrong, and let's put you on the path of undeniability. That's all I got for you guys today. Remember, your time is ticking. You will peak earlier than you intend to peak. And by the time you finally catch on to what's going on, it might be too late. But there's still time. Even if you are in that certain period where you feel like your age is a little up there now and you feel like, okay, it is harder, I don't know what to do. Now is the greatest time ever. The youngest that you'll ever be is right now, is this moment. Don't be too late on it. Take action now, because the longer you wait, the harder it gets. So even if you are past that 24 peak age, okay, that's fine. Then we need to start right now. So follow my social media. My handle is the same handle for everything else. And let's get to work. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out, you guys. Come on.